Janelle is at Aldi right now, and we're counting cars. I guessed 217, Peter guessed 120, John guessed, what did you guess? 136, and Lydia guessed 67. That's a Toyota Prius.
No, what car? What number?
What number are you up to?
59, I think it's 59.
Those are the numbers we guessed before Mommy and Charity get back out to the car.
66?
67, that's Lydia's number. I don't see Mommy, I guess Lydia didn't get it.
69.
123, so we passed Peter's number, and we're coming up to John's number pretty soon.
What if we pass your number, Dad?
Then Daddy wins, because Daddy gets the highest.
Why don't we pass your number until like 400?
That means Mommy's taking a long time.
137, 138.
We passed John's number.
139.
So we still have a long way to go to get to Daddy's number, though, so John still could win.
141, 142.
Here they come, and we're on car 188, so we need a few more for me to get my number, but I still won, though.
Are you sure?
189, 190.
Dad, Mommy's knocking.
209, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Janelle did it in 7 minutes. That's pretty good.
Hey, let's go. We got more stops. Art wants me to tell you guys he was off by 2 cars.
2 cars.
And Charity and I did that in 7 minutes, and we spent, what, $16.89? I think that's what it was. For 2 big bags full of groceries, and some of that stuff is our food for Friday Food Finds from Fans. You know, I'll get it straight one of these days. So that was what we picked up. Art's heading over to Kohl's right now. He's going to drop me off. He's going to run to the bank while I'm doing my Kohl's stuff. And we might make it back in good time.
That would be
We're
good.
doing really well.
And I just saw something. Maybe we can do the fire extinguisher while we're at it, too.
The reason I'm heading to Kohl's is I had earned those $30 worth of, I want to call them extra bucks. They're not extra bucks. That's CVS. Anyways, I have $30 in Kohl's cash that I earned last week when I went on my shopping spree on all those good things, and really it really is free money, and that's the one thing, you know, some people don't like to play the Kohl's game. It's almost like a trap. They get you in. So if you spend X amount, you get money back. Well, you have to come back and spend that money. And I don't usually get sucked into that, but there's also this. I think I showed you guys a Squirts that I want to pick up, but I refused to buy it last week when I knew I was getting the extra bucks. So I really intentionally saved that money to buy these 2 Squirts, and I only have 3 days to do it, and we're just making a big day of it. And that's how it. There, did I sound too bitter?
No, you sounded good.
Not everybody likes playing the Kohl's, the coupon game, but it can be very beneficial for large families if you take the time to do it.
Sometimes we just let our money expire, because I'm not going to drive here to save $10. And really, $10 isn't $10, because you wouldn't pay $10 for the stuff normally. So $10 might save you like $3. It's not worth it. But you know what? We have about $35.
35.
Yeah,
Actually, 30 of mine, and then one of you guys sent me some of your $5 rewards, so I have 35 to spend today.
Yeah, so you know what? For $35, when we have to go this way anyway, that's worth it.
So I got the 2 Squirts that I wanted because the summer shorts just, you know, pre-6 kids, they were fine, but post-6 kids, just not quite as flattering, and that's really not the look I'm looking for. And Squirts are coming back in, which I'm thrilled with. So I got 2 Squirts for my summer, so that's my summer wardrobe. And then this...
Didn't you really want that dress?
This matches the purple one that I got last week, and I've been wearing it, and I loved this, and it's so hard to find nice looking shirts when you need them. So that was... $4.26 for a shirt. And then this dress was...
Is that the one you wanted?
This is really, really pretty, classy, and I thought I could wear
You
it.
can't see it very good.
Okay. Well, I can wear it to the squad banquet in the fall. It's formal enough, and I paid $14 for that. So for everything, it was $44.93. Art just went in with Peter, fire suppression place, to get his fire extinguisher taken care of, and it was right in Clifton Park, right where we are. We just stopped at the emergency squad and dropped off the 2 new AEDs that came in the mail, so those are also out of the car. So we made, what, 5 stops? Or 4?
4 or 5, let's see.
We went 5 places: Aldi's, Kohl's, the Bang, the fire extinguisher place, and then the emergency squad, all in an hour and 40 minutes, and that's like lightning speed. We didn't expect to stop at 2 of them, the fire extinguisher or the emergency squad, but our time was so good, and it's just a little after 1, so we're gonna go home, put kids down for a nap. And actually, we had light lunch just before we left. Art didn't, but the kids did, so we don't really have to worry too much about lunch.
That is absolutely amazing that we did all those things in well under 2 hours.
I think part of that was because Kohl's went quickly.
20 minutes at each place.
Well, Aldi's was only 7 minutes. The fire suppression place was what, about 10? If that.
That wasn't very long.
Emergency squad was about 5.
And then the rest was driving.
And I actually showed Art my handiwork. We have a lock cabinet with all of our stuff in it, my training stuff in it.
CPR.
For CPR, and it was, people had gotten in there and just kind of trashed it. It was just a mess. So the last 3 weeks when I've been down there on Tuesday nights, I redid the entire cabinet, sorted it, got it very organized, and I wanted to show Art how it looked. It actually looked a lot like my pantry, didn't it?
Yes, it did. It was quite impressive.
So hopefully the people who use that training cabinet will keep it neat and organized, and not like how my kids keep things neat and organized. We're gonna stop at the library too, because I just remembered I have a book that came in.
It was right on the way, so that's 6 places. We forgot one place, the post office, so that makes 7 stops in one trip.
This is the book I got, An Everlasting Meal Cooking with Economy and Grace. And when I was cleaning out my schoolroom, I found a list of books that I have been wanting to either request or read. And this is actually an old list of books. And I just decided, you know what? Instead of keeping that piece of paper around, I was going to put it on my online book list. And apparently it came due really quickly, because that was only a couple days ago. So.
Cooking with Grace. Do they have a Cooking with Mary?
Haha.
When people think of saving money, they often think of groceries, but really groceries is not that expensive compared to transportation. Transportation is a huge expense, and we save a lot of money by hitting as many places as we can in one trip. We've gone, what, 24 miles. By the time we're home, it'll be 25 miles and hit 7 places.
And it's not one of those things that we try to kill ourselves on making sure we get everything done in the same trip, but it's just a little bit of thoughtful planning ahead, and it does make a big difference in your gas bill, on your wear and tear on your vehicles. I mean, often we have one errand day. For me, that's usually Thursdays, although today it was Friday, and we just combine everything into one trip. Now that doesn't work so well when either A, I'm alone with the kids, or B, I am pregnant and just tired and I just can't actually physically grasp running around all day long toting kids. So there are some extenuating circumstances there, but on the whole, we do try to combine as many trips as we can, and it does really help with our gas. We tend to fill up this vehicle maybe twice a month. Wouldn't you say that's
usually probably, I'm gonna say on average every 3 weeks.
Yeah, it depends. It's almost 3 o'clock and I just got the girls to sleep. And I know I've said this before, but I'm just going to reiterate it, that it is so important for parents to be consistent with what they say and what they do. And what was going on today was particularly Mary and Grace both decided they did not need to take a nap, and they continually kept getting up out of their beds, and so I just had to keep putting them back into their beds, telling them to lay down. And so Mommy won. Mommy persevered until they finally fell asleep. But it's so important for kids to know that there are boundaries, that you love them, and that's why you are doing this, because it's for their own good. And so if you are struggling with that today, or an issue similar to that, take courage. You are the parent, you are the mommy and the daddy. Make sure you stay consistent to give your little one the guidelines and the boundaries and the love that they need. You are not hurting them. You are doing what they need you to do, and you are being the parent that you need to be. So keep going. I know it's hard. I've just done it for well over an hour here, but they are sleeping, and I guarantee they will wake up and be happy children when they're finished.
When we went to Kohl's a few days ago, I got a whole bunch of clothes, and now I'm going through my drawers in my dresser and trying to throw out some of the bad looking ones. I just threw out a whole bunch of socks with holes in them.
It's a little chaotic, but we're getting ready for dinner, and we just finished our Friday food finds from fans, and here's what we're eating.
We have some cornbread that Charity made, some salad that Daddy whipped up, grapes, and Billionaire's Franken beans.
Yummy.
And along with some water and milk.
Subscribe to our channel where we post our Friday food finds from fans, as well as our daily vlog and videos about finances and how to save money with a large family.